Hello, everyone, and welcome to the RV Inspection and Care podcast and video. I'm Dwayne. I'm a certified RV inspector, and today we're going to be talking about deceptions and half-truths that's found in the RV industry, especially among RV manufacturers and RV dealers these days. Now, RVing itself is so much fun, but the RV industry is often not very fun. They really need to improve, and we're talking about the whole industry that needs to improve, from manufacturers to dealers to service techs to salespeople, and the list goes on and on. And this video is going to cover a few of the examples that we could look at where improvement really needs to be seen in the RV industry. And let's start with number one. It's the big one: quality control. You know, you hear a lot about RV manufacturers crowing about their quality control at the factory. The real truth: quality control has become almost non-existent in many cases. Now, quality control's been a problem for years in this industry. That's just the truth, with some manufacturers worse than others. But during the COVID pandemic, quality control really suffered badly. The problem is, here we are about to come out of the worst part of the pandemic's effects, but quality control does not seem to be getting noticeably or drastically better at this point. So when you hear a manufacturer tell you about how great their quality control is, well, don't believe everything you hear. Let's move on to point number two, and that's warranty claims. When you buy a new RV, you're going to get a warranty with it. It's standard in the industry that you're probably going to get about a year from bumper to bumper. They'll fix pretty much anything during that year. Now, of course, it would be nice to see warranties that are longer than a year, but that seems to be what they're offering at this point. The problem is that many RV manufacturers pay so little for the work that's authorized as warranty work by the dealer that the dealer actually is losing money on warranty claims in many, many cases. And so as a result of that, often dealers are getting to the point where they're making a rule that they're not going to perform warranty work on any RV that they did not sell. Now, initially, that seems really just not cooperating. But the truth is that there's so much loss that goes on with warranty work from the manufacturer that if they haven't at least sold the RV, they're just losing money on that proposition. So if they at least sold the RV, there's still some profit there for them. So when you hear about warranties and everything being taken care of under warranties by the manufacturer and the dealer, just understand that there are deep issues involved here on the amount that's being paid for those warranty claims, and you may not get the service that you really deserve as the RV buyer. So it's a deception. Now let's move on to our next point, and that is that the industry has been facing a shortage of RV techs, qualified RV techs, for many, many years. And they just don't seem to be doing an awful lot about that. We really need more service personnel. So if you're trying to choose an industry to go into and a path to make money, I definitely recommend consider becoming a qualified RV tech, because as a result of that, you can definitely have more than enough work. But what happens is that, as we discussed, a lot of RVs are going out of the factory without real quality control procedures. They're coming to the dealer. The dealer's not really being paid what they should for warranty work. Well, on top of that, they often don't even have qualified service personnel to do the warranty work. So when you, again, hear about dealers claiming they've got a great service department and they can take care of anything you need, well, it's a half-truth in many cases. Yes, they have a service department. They also probably have great RV techs, but in many cases, they don't have enough of them to get you taken care of in a timely manner. This often happens that a person brings their RV back for warranty work, and even if they bought it from that dealer, the dealer has to schedule them out weeks or months later because they just don't have the service personnel to get to it sooner. So that's a real issue in this industry that needs to be addressed by the industry. Let's move on to our next point, and that is dealer pre-delivery inspections. Now, most dealers out there crow about their pre-delivery inspections. You're even going to hear some of them tell you that they're so good at it that you don't need an RV inspection. They're as good or better than certified RV inspectors. Well, don't you believe that at all. As an RV inspector and knowing other RV inspectors in the industry, we can tell you for sure that many RV PDIs, or pre-delivery inspections, are done very poorly, if they are even done at all, my friends. And they're often done by very untrained personnel in the dealership. Support personnel for sure, but not RV techs who know what they're looking for. So again, if a dealer tells you that they've got a great PDI system to make sure you're getting a really workable RV when you buy it, don't believe it all the time. That can be a real deception. Now, the final point we want to talk about today is RV dealer salespeople. The simple truth in this industry is the people who sell you your RV often know very little about them. And they may not even be in the RV life at all. They may not even own an RV in many cases. They are just salespeople. So in many cases, they're going to tell you whatever you want to hear just to get the sale. So what does this result in? Well, it results in people getting the wrong RV, getting an RV that doesn't fit the way they travel or camp, or getting an RV that doesn't match their tow vehicle, and so on and so on. And it all happens because of the person that you interact with most, and that is the salesperson. Now, what do I recommend on this? Well, I don't recommend that you be unpleasant to salespeople. It's not their fault that they don't know what they don't know. They just haven't been trained. And this industry is not doing a lot to train them, from the manufacturers to the dealers. So don't be unpleasant to the salesperson, but don't listen to everything they tell you either and take it as the truth. Well, there could be lots more that could be covered about the RV industry's deceptions, half-truths, poor customer service, because in all of this that we've discussed here, who is the one that gets taken advantage of? Who gets the short end of the stick in all of these situations? It's the buyer. It's you, the customer. Now, does this apply to all RV dealers out there and all RV manufacturers, that they're all just filled with deceptions and half-truths? No, I want to be very clear about that. There are very good RV builders and factories. There are very good RV dealers out there. But there's no question in my mind, the industry as a whole needs to step up its game. They need to make RV buying and RV ownership a much more pleasant and stable experience for consumers. Now, what can I recommend to you in the meantime, though, to do in light of all the things we've talked about? Well, number one, do your homework when you're thinking about buying an RV. Don't just go down to the dealer and trust that they're going to match you up with the RV that you really need. Do your homework. Find out about RVs. Learn about them as much as you possibly can. I even recommend that you start learning about how to maintain and repair RVs. Even if you're new to the RV lifestyle, there's tons of information on YouTube and the internet about how to repair and maintain RVs. And that keeps you out of the RV dealer service department where so many problems are going on these days. The next point is find out what RV brands and manufacturers are considered above the average in the industry, above the average of their competitors. Now, I've made some guidebooks that can be very helpful in this area. You can find the information on your own on the internet if you do a lot of searching, but my guidebooks can really be a quick way for you to learn which brands are best to choose from. And that way you're swimming with the stream in getting a quality product instead of swimming against it. The last point I want to make is before you buy any RV, use certified NRVIA RV inspectors. Make sure that you get the RV you deserve from the very first day. Now, that is so important, my friends. If you don't use an RV inspector, you just have to trust that the dealer and the manufacturer and the salespeople are all being honest with you. The inspector is an unbiased third party who can help you make sure that you get an RV that's truly workable. If you'll follow these guidelines, well then, even though there's so many problems in the industry, you can still protect yourself from deceptions and half-truths. Well, that's it for now. Have safe and happy travels, my friends. Until next time.